Hello everyone, this is Hilary Zhou. Welcome to our weekly VOC English news, where we bring you the latest and most significant news from Chinland this week. In Chinland, the Chin National Front CNF-CNA spokesperson Salai Chetney has confirmed that over 90% of Thantlang town is now under their control. Only 2 military camps remain under the control of junta forces. The People's Defense Army PDA Tidim has reportedly established the Tidim Township Council on October 7th to carry out administrative functions and governance operations within Tidim Township. Nearly 30 Chin civilians from Palewat Township in Chin State have been detained by the Arakan Army ULA-AA on allegations of supporting Chin resistance forces. This information was released by the Interim Kumi Affairs Consultative Council (IKACC), which confirmed that these civilians remain in custody under these accusations, with no further updates on their status or potential release. In Chinland, the Chin National Front CNA spokesperson Salai Chetney has confirmed that over 90% of Thantlang town is now under their control. Only 2 military camps remain under the control of junta forces. Chinland government forces launched an offensive on October 4th against junta soldiers occupying old buildings in Thantlang town. On the afternoon of October 7th, they successfully captured the CB Bank building, which had been under junta control. Following this victory, over 90% of Thantlang town is now under Chinland government forces' control, according to Salai Chetney. During the operation to capture the CB Bank, 3 junta soldiers were reportedly killed and a small number of weapons were seized. Currently, only 2 junta camps remain, located at the former NLD office and an old police station on the outskirts of the town. This puts the Chinland government forces in a position of near total control of Thantlang. The Tilim Operation 4, which began on July 22nd, has been ongoing for over 70 days. As part of this campaign, the Chinland government forces have also captured key military posts, including the 269th Battalion Outpost and Lai Villa, which are located between Hakka and Thantlang, further solidifying their control in the region. The People's Defense Army PDA Tidim has reportedly established the Tidim Township Council on October 7th to carry out administrative functions and governance operations within Tidim Township. The People's Defense Army Tidim PDA Tidim, which operates in Tidim Township, has announced the formation of the Tidim Township Council. This follows a meeting held from September 23rd to 28th, attended by 112 representatives from various regions of Tidim Township. The official statement was released on October 7th, outlining the establishment of the council to manage local governance. During the meeting, discussions focused on the region's development, economy, healthcare, social issues, and public administration. All representatives supported the formation of the council to manage administrative functions and maintain cooperation with the Chinland Council for military operations. The PDA Tidim has also called on the people of Tidim Township to collaborate with the newly formed People's Administration Council to effectively implement governance. However, on the same day, October 7th, the Zomi Federal Union, PDF Zoland, a member of the Chin Brotherhood, issued a statement rejecting the formation of this new council in Tidim Township. Nearly 30 Chin civilians from Palewat Township in Chin State have been detained by the Arakan Army ULA-AA on allegations of supporting Chin resistance forces. This information was released by the Interim Kumi Affairs Consultative Council (IKACC), which confirmed that the civilians remain in custody under these accusations, with no further updates on their status or potential release. Since the military coup, over 20 Chin civilians were detained by the Arakan Army ULA-AA in Palewat Township during 2022 and 2023. Although 5 of them were released, including 1 woman, around 15 civilians remain in custody, according to the Interim Kumi Affairs Consultative Council (IKACC). In September 2024, more than 10 additional locals from Palewat Township were detained by the ULA-AA, accused of supporting Chin resistance forces, brings the total number of civilians currently detained in the Palewat area to nearly 30. The Global Kumi Organization, GKO, also reported that on September 30th, the ULA-AA detained 14 individuals from Palewat Township, accusing them of supporting the CDF Palewat. In addition, on September 29th, the ULA-AA detained Dr. H.O., the head of Palewat Hospital, along with 2 other local civilians. The increasing number of arrests in Palawa town and surrounding villages has led several families to flee to Mizoram for safety during late September and early October. The Kampala Council announced on October 8 that it held 2 rounds of discussions between the forces within the Chinland Council and those in the Chin Brotherhood. These meetings aim to ensure unity and balanced progress in military and political efforts for the Chin resistance movement in Kampala Township. During the meetings, discussions were held on organizing a public assembly across the entire township to form a more cohesive structure. However, the council stated that the Chin Brotherhood-affiliated Kampala forces held elections without prior communication, which went against the meeting's discussion. The Kampala Council further stated that it opposes any group or individual working with organizations that may cause unnecessary problems within the local community or for the Chin national movement. They reaffirmed their commitment to resist all actions and regimes that threaten the dignity and identity of the Chin people. As a result, the council declared that it will continue to stand with the people and follow the policies of the Chinland Council in the ongoing efforts to build Chin National and Chinland. The Kampala Council was formed on May 10th this year, based on the consensus of local representatives from different regions and villages within the township, and is a member of the Chinland Council. CDF Kampala Battalion 7 also released a statement on October 8th, expressing its continued alignment with the position of the Kampala Council, which is part of the Chinland Council. It has been reported that in Chinland, where resistance forces have seized control of most of the territory, the military junta was only able to conduct the national census in 3 towns. The rest of the region remains under the strong influence of the Chin resistance forces, preventing the junta from extending its reach. In Chinland's capital, Hakka, as well as in the towns of Falam and Tirim, where military junta forces remain stationed, the national census is being conducted quietly and in limited manner, according to a resident from Hakka. In Tirim, the census is not being openly conducted door-to-door, but rather disguised as water distribution, during which household information is being collected, a local resident reported. Similarly, in some neighborhoods of Falam, the census is being carried out, though not throughout the entire town, according to a local source. In 6 of the 9 townships in Chinland, including Tonzang, Tantlang, Matupi, Minda, Kampala, and Palawa, where resistance forces remain control, the military junta has been unable to conduct the national census. The junta plans to hold general elections in 2025 and is conducting the census from October 1st to 15 in preparation for this. Chin resistance forces have issued warnings stating that anyone collaborating with the junta's census efforts will face severe consequences. In Tirim, PDF Zoland has already detained 1 individual for participating in the census process. A refugee woman from Matupi Township in Chinland tragically passed away in a car accident while traveling through Thailand to reunite with her husband in Malaysia. The incident occurred on the morning of October 9th. The 36-year-old woman, Doni, originally from Wapun village in Matupi, was fleeing the conflict in Yangon and on her way to Malaysia, where her husband, a school teacher and participant in the Civil Disobedience Movement (CDM), had sought refuge. The accident happened on October 7th when the vehicle she was in overturned, according to a close contact. Doni was rushed to a nearby hospital with severe injuries, but she sadly succumbed to those injuries on the morning of October 9th. Her husband had been a middle school teacher before joining the CDM following the military coup. At the time of the accident, Doni was traveling with her 2-year-old daughter in an attempt to join her husband through an arrangement made by brokers. It has been reported that her daughter also sustained injuries, although the details remain unclear. Arrangements are currently being made through the brokers to transport Doni's body back to Yangon for funeral services. Thank you for tuning into the weekly VOC English News. We will be back with more updates on our next broadcast. We hope to see you again next week.